Alright, hello and welcome. This is Mistydolphin. I don't know what happened with Florence there, but let's just get back to it.
The way to the bedroom is through me. Unless you were completely barking and went the long way through the gymnasium, bathroom doors, and then here.
Dorian makes a sound rather like a robot attempting to imitate human laughter.
Ha ha! The very thought of it makes me crack up.
Dorian laughs even harder, but his laughter sounds no less organic.
Ha ha ha! I've got to stop. I was told that I would be a great comedian, but I fear that would cause too much of a ruckus with my comic stylings. Allow me to wipe my tears for a moment and ask you, anything you'd like to know about this room that you don't already know? If you haven't met her, Diana the Diary is a little hard to spot. She might look like any old book, but she's one that you authored. You can find her on the dresser. More fool me. What can I do for you? Totally normal lot in there. Well, I wouldn't recommend speaking to the dresser. That one's a little, off. What can I do for you? Enjoy.
A leather-clad dominatrix stares you down, radiating disdain. She looks at you like you're the dirt beneath her feet.
Hello, you pathetic, worthless little wretch. Disgusting, you worm.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Sophia here is a dominatrix, and she's gonna put you in some pretty dominating scenarios. You cool with that, or you wanna skip it? On with the show.
I do not recall asking anyone for your presence. So indulge me. What gives you the misguided confidence to stand here before me, wasting my time? How tedious. No. Luckily, I don't know, Randy. Listen, wretch. We obviously haven't met before, so I want to be clear. Going forward, you will address me as Mistress, if you wish to continue this conversation.
Yes, Mommy.
Is that understood, wretch? Very good. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would a perfectly successful safe like myself throw away her prosperous and fruitful career in the burgeoning vault industry to become a mistress to all the lost, pathetic, and broken creatures of this world? Tell me, wretch, do you know what a safe is good at? An acceptable, if asinine, answer. But the one thing a safe is good at, tantalizingly good at, is keeping things locked away. Valuables, memories, and very often, secrets. Deep, dark, very dirty secrets. The kind of secrets that everyone secretly longs for, aches for, but diligently keep hidden far from everyone, even if necessary, from themselves. Do you have any dirty little secrets like that, wretch? Of course you do. I expected nothing less. You intrigue me, wretch. In the way a drowning kitten might intrigue a jaguar. So sad, helpless, and ultimately pathetic. You possess a feebleness that instinctually repulses me. Yet if I save you, you may prove yourself of use to me. The only question is, do I waste my precious time letting you serve me? Or do I leave you to drown in your own ineptitude? Very good answer. All right then, wretch. Against my better judgment, and because things have been so frightfully boring lately, I'll allow you the opportunity to serve me. You should count yourself extremely lucky. Not everyone is given such an incredible, life-altering opportunity. And rarely do I make this offer to worms as painfully tragic as yourself. Of course. Anything for my compliant little wretch. I can't wait to test just how compliant you truly are. And who knows? Perhaps in the end, you may even have the opportunity to open up my chassis. That is, if you are skillful enough to figure out the combination. Careful. You're getting very far ahead of yourself, wretch. I don't open up my chassis for just anyone. And especially not for someone as pathetic as you. Apologize for your insolence or face your punishment. Very good. Your mistress is pleased. Okay. It sounds like you're willing to do the necessary emotional work to take this relationship seriously. In that case, be back here tomorrow to fill out all the paperwork. There's some important ground rules we need to firmly establish before we take this any further. But once we get that out of the way, I'll open up your dirty little mind to fantasies you dare not even whisper. Now, affirm that you are my compliant, needy little wretch. Again, like you mean it. Like you'd unquestioningly do absolutely anything I'd ask of you. Tell me that you're my compliant.
I can already tell I'm gonna like this one.
Now. Very, very good. Then I will see you back here tomorrow, wretch. Do not keep me waiting.
Attention, jackasses! It's been weeks already, and you're seriously telling me there's been absolutely no movement on this missing glasses issue? You know, this is your one and only priority. You find me those glasses if you gotta burn this whole worthless rat trap down to the foundation, and do it now! Secretary Dawson at the Pentagon is breathing down my neck, and his breath stinks like flaming garbage! You think shareholders are bad to piss off? You do not want to screw with the U.S. Department of Overseas Violence, get me? We're all gonna end up buried alive in some desert somewhere. Find me those glasses now! And who the hell came up with the 15% off transparent items promo? No consumer buys anything based off of how transparent it is. Find me whoever came up with that crap and fire them, David.
Never change Sub-Zero.
An utterly charming secretary hurries into view, giving you an apologetic nod.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Her greeting is cut short as she seems to recognize you mid-sentence.
Oh! Oh, my goodness gracious! It's the human! Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting you today. Oh, golly, I must look an absolute mess. You must be here for Mayor Celia. Of course. She's in a series of meetings at the moment, but I can pencil you in to see her as soon as possible. Oh, well...
She twirls a strand of dark hair around her finger, blushing sweetly.
Would you care for some tea while you wait? perfect timing. Just so happens I've got a kettle all nice and ready. How do you take it? Oh, that's my favorite too. I think I'll pour myself a cup while I'm at it.
Florence stumbles, pitching forward onto her hands and knees. The tea spills all over the floor, though thankfully the cup doesn't shatter.
Oh, no. Gosh, that just spilled everywhere. Right on the carpet of my good jacket. Oh, that's gonna sting. I'm so sorry, dear. I need to dab this out with a towel right away. Would it be all right if you showed yourself up to the mayor's office? Just this once? Thank you so much, dear. Sorry again about the tea. Oh, please don't tell the mayor about this.
There she is, the mayor herself. She simply radiates poise and power. She's an intimidating sort of beauty, but you find yourself intrigued to learn more about her.
So, in summary, I just think if I could get a little more foot traffic around my bar, I'd get more business.
Oh, Beverly, I understand your concerns. But what do you expect us to do, dear? We already put up posters and held fundraisers. We can't just move the fridge, stove, toilet, and everyone else out of the way to clear foot traffic every night.
We could try that.
Bev.
Fine.
Trust me, we're doing everything that we can.
All right. But if nobody's in by next week, I'll be back.
I'm sure you will, darling.
Celia presses an intercom button on her desk.
Florence, dearest, send the next one in.
Yes, miss.
Hi.
Hello, Mateo. What can I do for you today?
That's a great question, actually. Now that I'm here, I can't even remember. Isn't it funny how that always happens? Right when you need to think of something to say, your brain just sort of goes blank? You know what? It was probably nothing. I don't want to waste your time. I know how busy you are. I'll just see myself out.
Mateo, come. Sit. Tell me what's bothering you.
Right. It's just...
Go on.
It's Lux. They're kind of pulling cords around the house, refusing to pick up after themselves, keeping the whole bedroom up late with their streams. It's really been stressful for the inanimals. And I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but it's just been a lot, and...
All right, Mateo, all right. Lux, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll have someone take care of it.
Thank you.
Next.
Whoa!
Hello, Wallace, darling.
Whoa!
Yes, I remember from last week. It's on the docket.
Whoa!
Think nothing of it. Next. Oh, it's you. I don't believe we've formally met. Mayor Celia. I'm also the president of the HOA. That's Home Objects Association. Here's my card. But really all you ever need to do if you need me is to simply look up. What can I do for you today? Well then, hello. Meeting successful. Never a bad idea to make sure everybody knows your face. We're important here. Some sit back and wait for others to plan things. Others simply do them. You and I, we're doers. I've seen you zipping back and forth around the house, running here and there. You seem like a reliable sort. I wonder if I might ask you a favor. It's about my assistant, Florence. She is an absolute dear, although sometimes I fear it gets her into trouble. She's such a kind thing, but that means she lets people walk all over her. Sometimes I worry the wrong sort might be taking advantage of her. I've noticed that whenever we go to lunch together, she never seems to buy herself anything. What's more, she's been pinching every penny you've dropped on her like a miser. I suspect she might be having financial issues. The office pays her well, of course. She's an invaluable assistant. I think it's possible someone might be fleecing her. I'd like to formally ask for your help. I may be her boss, but Florence would never give me a straight answer if she thought it might upset me. However, she's quite friendly with strangers. And technically speaking, as the owner of the house, you outrank me. Maybe you could get something out of her. What do you say? Would you do me a favor and look into this matter? Quietly? Thank you. I'll be waiting. Hopefully it's nothing. What else do you need? She is the most dedicated secretary I've ever worked with. She would do anything for this office. Unfortunately, the dear can be a little down on herself. Not much in the way of self-confidence. It's a shame, really. She's totally unaware of her own natural charms. I think she's under the impression that she needs to spruce herself up. I keep finding empty bottles around her desk. Perfume, maybe? Although they don't carry a scent. And it seems like every time I turn my back, she's got another set. They don't look especially high quality either. Poor dear. What else do you need? You have done so. Keep well.
Ah, you've caught me at a strange time. There are normally clothes in here, but they're currently tied up in the laundry room. I have very little of interest to speak of otherwise.
As you take in the sight of the adventurer standing before you, it's hard not to feel like you've stepped into one of those old adventure serials from decades gone by. Even though she's decked out in cardboard and masking tape, she looks like she's ready for anything. An extension cable whip wound around her arm and a daring grin on her pretty face.
Oh, for God's sake, you're finally here! I was beginning to wonder and worry, and then I thought, gee, I guess I'll just have to go ahead and do it myself. But that probably wouldn't have been such a bad thing, because let's face it, I'm exemplary. But you're here now, so let's get cracking. I assume you brought your tools and knowledge and probably a snack of some sort? Oh, yes, yes, yes! Well said! Excellent point! Introductions, trite as they may be at times, are a great place to start.
The adventurer strikes an impressive pose, positively radiating confidence and daring.
I am Bo. I am the soul, the spirit, the animating animus of boxes and storage containers in this house. This most special of houses, where it is my great privilege and my great destiny to reside. Ah, indeed I am. I am about to embark on a great quest. That's what I do after all. I quest. I am an adventurer. I am a great explorer. I'm also an avid reader. I enjoy bubble baths and secluded mountain hot springs, trips to the beach studying turtle migration. Anything involving the words ancient, sacred, statue, gem, or priceless piece of history. Wink. I did. I find it useful sometimes to tell people what I'm doing as I'm doing it. That way I can be more sure that they're getting a complete picture of my personality. I have introduced myself, and then I just got so darned excited my mouth ran right away with me, and I didn't give you a chance to introduce yourself. Not that you need to, of course. I know who you are, but go ahead. I know that you are the... well...
Bo takes her hat off for a moment, holding it over her heart. She bows her head, just a little.
It is my great honor, my passion, my destiny to have the opportunity to follow my path. Alongside you, the leading houseologist, to whom I owe such a debt of gratitude and respect. Houseologist.
the leading authority in this, or any province on this house, its history, its mysteries, its great secrets. You are the resident, after all, aren't you? Are you telling me you're not the leading houseologist? Oh dear.
Bo returns her hat to her head, her reverent expression fading into a rather more sour one.
I'm starting to feel, well, a bit like I've got some birds in the box. It's okay. I'll be all right. I'm an adventurer. I may quail, but I will always recover. But you... I may have already said too much. I'm currently putting on a facade of being hale and hearty, in case you missed it. All is well. Leave. Go away. Get out of here, you scamp, and maybe come back and we can maybe talk about some stuff, and maybe the list will make its way in there somehow. But no promises. Okay. See ya.
The first word that comes to mind as you evaluate the strange figure standing before you is delicious. You don't even intend to be salacious, it's just he looks edible. His long blonde hair calls to mind ramen noodles, but his entire outfit is a culinary journey around the globe. He looks downright mouth-watering, but you're not sure the feeling is mutual. His expression suggests he's less than impressed with you.
Good evening. Do have a seat. I'll be with you in just a minute. A glass of wine? Surely you can do better than that. This fine white has a light body and is rather dry. It's quite acidic. I can virtually taste its origins in the eastern Loire Valley.
Oh, great, he's a food critic. I hate him already.
And as its taste matures on my tongue, I detect notes of honeydew, grapefruit, and peach. And a certain minerality. Flint, gray salt. Close, but Chardonnay is from Burgundy. I'll give you one more try. Well done. Now, can you do even better? Well, that's a disappointment. You do know that Chablis is an entirely different wine, don't you?
I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about wine.
I guess so. But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce I'm Mitchell Lynn, food critic extraordinaire, paragon of the perfect, advocate of the adventurous, and bane of the banal. Salutations. Like it. I live for it. And not just food, but the whole of the experience. The ambiance, that interplay of sound, sight, and scent that whets the appetite and inspires the mind. The art of service, be it subtle theater, delightful formality, or downright brutish charm. And of course the meal itself, from the minutiae of the menu to the presentation on the plate and the very titillation of the tongue. Dining in all its forms is the blood that flows in my veins. Listen, I'm afraid you've caught me in a bit of a hurry. 3 new spots have just opened up around the house. I'm eager to give them a try and see if they measure up to my exacting standards. Say, how would you like to accompany me? Brilliant. So, where should we go? There's a new Hawaiian fusion place in the living room. Daisuke's sushi spot in the dining room is supposed to be pretty swanky. Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
You find yourself in a large and comfy side-of-the-street-style stand. Koa has blended traditional Hawaiian vibes with Korean elements. He has somehow convinced Lux to don a red and blue outfit in order to tastefully represent a traditional Korean lantern. Koa has managed to bend himself around a grill in the center of the establishment in classic Korean barbecue style. But the Hawaiian vibe is very much in full swing, and the scent of Kahlua pork is drifting on the breeze. He's asked Gwendolyn to kindly crack herself a bit for the occasion.
Aloha, friends. Welcome to Two Currents, a Hawaiian fusion experience.
My, mon ami. You've worked hard to create the atmosphere.
Oh, not too hard.
Well, what do we think?
You knew what it was? I'm impressed.
Mitchell beams, pride radiating from him.
My date is quite worldly, Koa.
Please, take a seat.
Koa pats his lap.
Don't mind if we do.
Is something the matter?
How do we feel about these seats? Yes, I suppose this is a suitable arrangement.
If there's anything I can do to make things more comfy, just ask.
Noted. Now, what do you recommend?
Here's a dish that's also of Korean origin. Meat jun. Thinly sliced beef dipped in egg batter and fried. And of course, some Kahlua pork, rice, and cucumber slices to go with it.
Intriguing. What do you think? Make that 2 orders, and consider me intrigued.
Coming right up. I'll be right back with your food. In the meantime, how about some of our special soju? Ganbei.
Nice one.
Okay, here's your order. Dig in.
Let's try this.
Koa's dishes are sumptuous, abundant, and full of bold, contrasting flavors. This is definitely comfort food, and the gloves are off when it comes to spices, sauces, and carbs. The combination of Hawaiian and Korean flavors contrasts and complements, ultimately fusing into something utterly unique. Fermented vegetables, meats dripping with sugary pineapple sauce, and rice. Lots of rice.
Interesting. What do you think?
So...
I agree. To have made something so original and yet so delicious is a real win. Koa, you've outdone yourself. And I must applaud your open mind. I find that to be quite sexy. My friend and I are about finished here. Koa, thank you for having us.
You two are welcome back anytime. Thanks for stopping by.
Seated in your living room is a being who seems to truly embody the concept of comfort. His arms are draped over the back of the couch, his head tilted back, and his eyes beginning to flutter shut. He looks just as though he's about to fall asleep, but when he sees you approaching, he shakes it off, looking up at you with a sweet smile.
Hello. Thanks, buddy. So do you in that fantastic red shirt.
He pats the seat next to him.
Come on and take a load off. I'm Koa, by the way. Hey, oi. too.
Most everyone would continue the conversation from here, but Koa only closes his eyes, sighing pleasantly. You wait for him to say something, but all you can hear is his quiet breathing.
No, that's okay.
Koa opens one eye, but he doesn't move.
I just thought you might like to share in all this comfort, you know? Couch culture is really all about taking it easy together. You know, like, you ever heard people talk about alone together? Right on. You get it then. I wish more people understood the beauty of alone together. It means you can be at peace with another being without even saying a word. It means not forcing a conversation or an activity between the two of you. It means just enjoying the moment without any expectations.
He sighs pleasantly, closing his eyes.
Beautiful. You'll see.
Koa breathes in deep, sighing pleasantly. When he relaxes, the entire room seems to relax with him. You find yourself growing sleepier alongside him. You're not sure how much time passes as the two of you sit side by side in companionable silence, but it's certainly a good while.
Thanks for keeping it chill, buddy. This was real nice. Got something I want to give you. You know it. You know, in couch culture, we're not big on expressing ourselves verbally. We prefer to let our actions speak for us. And a gift like this, it's just a way of honoring our friendship. I'm just glad you appreciate it.
Koa yawns.
I'm gonna take a nap. Feel free to stick around as long as you want, all right? I'm just so comfy.
Oh! David is obviously becoming desperate, and he doesn't do well under pressure. I'm worried his behavior will gradually become increasingly erratic until he crosses a line he can't come back from. You have no idea. I should never have put you in this situation. Naively, I believed as Valdivian's lowest paid employee, you would be safe. But it's become clear that as long as you possess the Dateviators, you'll be the target of David's wrath. Anyway, I have a solution. Use the realization recipes to bring Skylar to life. If Skylar becomes human, the Dateviators will instantly cease to operate. And if the Dateviators cease to operate, there will be absolutely no evidence implicating you in their theft. Realize Skylar, and destroy the Dateviators before David unleashes his full fury upon you. He has access to resources you'd never believe. I'm afraid there's just no time to explain. You see, I forgot to charge my phone's battery last night, and now I'm at 2%. And I can't charge it because I also forgot my charging cable. Can you believe that? But remember, realize Skylar ASAP.
So I'm guessing once we realize Skylar will end the game.
You wonder for a moment if your sink has overflowed, but that's not it at all. There's just a being made of water standing before you. She's ethereally beautiful, but there's something hard to pin down in her gaze. It almost feels like she's watching your every move, waiting to see what you'll do.
Hi, honey. You looking to cook something? Wash your hands? Me? What could you possibly want with little old me? Please, just tell me if there's anything I can do for you. It's sexier that way, isn't it? You're the star, and I'm just me. Besides, it's better you don't know. Keeps the mystery. Oh, I suppose not. Guess the mystery had to end sometime. I'm River. What can I do for you? Just River. Like chair. Chair. World famous pop star, known for her #1 hit, Believe.
I see what they did there.
The one and only. You know, the best thing about Cher is she's always changing her look through the decades. She always knew just what we wanted to see and served it to us. I really admire that about her. Not someone else, but being your best self all the time, it must be nice. Is there a version of me you like best? Water? Steam? Ice? Some form in between? Of course. Oh god. Don't tell me now. I'll just be thinking about it all the time.
River wasn't exactly holding your gaze before, but she seems intensely uncomfortable now. She looks everywhere but at you.
Look, I've been here way too long. If you don't need anything from me, I'm going to go.
She is gone. Normally, when you aim your date-viators at an object, you see one personality only. But this time, there are two. And they're so engrossed in a hideous argument, they don't even notice you've arrived. One is dressed in woven straw, with clothing in a basket on her back, and a shock of red hair that runs down it. The other is only just visible under a messy mop of dark hair and a pile of dirty clothes he's draped all over his body.
Do you think I'm stupid? You think I can't see what's going on right in front of me?
I never said you were stupid, but I am starting to think you're insane.
If I'm insane, it's because you make me that way.
Yeah? Without me in your life, you'd be real fucking normal, huh? Like you don't cling to literally anyone in your life the same way.
I wouldn't have to cling if you would just stay where I can see you.
I am here literally every day. I can't have a minute to myself?
Both of them whirl around to face you, their expressions changing immediately.
Oh, hi! I'm sorry you had to hear that, but please don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, just fine.
The energy in the room may have dampened, but there's still a thick tension in the air.
We're not pretending. We're just as strong as ever.
Yeah, strong.
Oh dear, we haven't even introduced ourselves. Though, Durkee and I know you well.
Please don't call me that in front of other people.
You're so cute when you get assertive, Durkee. Anyway, I'm Harper, and I'm your laundry hamper. Oh.
I'm Dirk, and I'm your dirty laundry.
Whoa,
there. My content aware has given me a tickle. Harper and Dirk have a relationship that isn't exactly the healthiest. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with toxic and abusive relationships. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? On with the show.
He is a very dirty boy, isn't he?
Harper.
Harper stomps on Dirk's foot, beaming all the while. Dirk grunts, but says nothing.
Anyway, that's us.
You could sound a little happier when introducing us, Dirky.
Do I not seem happy?
He looks at you, stone-faced.
Every minute with Harper is a non-stop party.
Harper's smile grows strained.
Well, someone around here's gotta try to put a happy face on things. Jerky broods all the time like he's fucking Batman. What? No. You know, the baseball-themed superhero who patrols the stadium of Baseball City.
Kinda weird you've never heard of him.
Don't be rude, Dirky.
I'm not. It's just surprising.
Not everybody keeps their nose in a comic book like you do.
Well, not everybody needs the level of escapism I do.
There's an awkward silence, and then...
You know, because they're not dating the laundry hamper equivalent of a bamboo finger trap.
Harper is silent for a very long time, but you can feel another argument coming. Just as she opens her mouth, you speak first.
You too, honey.
Come see us again sometime.
The look in Dirk's eyes seems a bit desperate, as if he's silently pleading with you to return. You can hear Harper and Dirk's raised voices long after you leave the room. The handsome acrobat greets you with a small yet theatrical little bow, placing a hand on his chest and tipping his head forward. He has the aura of a veteran showman, but he doesn't look particularly pleased to have you as his audience.
Greetings, weary traveler. You seem taken aback. Quite natural. It was not my intention to frighten you, though I grant I'm known to be a disquieting presence when I'm in a mood. Tiger, tiger, tell me your little gray cells burn brighter than that. Yes, yes, a long and solitary bad mood. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. You aren't serious. You jest. You want to hear my story? I am a servant to the drama of the heart. Good, bad, what's the difference? I am awash in the scurryings of lives, countless stories. I am filled with water, the fundamental state of all things. Water, the tears you cry when you are born, when you are made, when you are broken. It is the sweat that drips from brows and shaking knuckles in alleyways, in schoolyards. It flows over its own frozen self down dry and grateful throats. It drops from noses in blazing sunshine onto lemon-printed bathing suits. It is the wellspring of ancient secrets, held in rough clay bowls. I am surrounded by it. You cannot know the agony that exact decision has caused me. I cannot talk about it. You'll have to ask Drysdale about it. The pale betrayal. You have no idea. But not only that. Not only do I hold the limitless, the unfathomably simple. I hold the dirt of life. The blood stuck in denim from skinned knees comes to me. The stains of earth from a weekend spent burrowing into trees and the slimy, crawly things. The makeup smeared onto shirt collars and cuffs, streaked mascara, and embers of a lipstick that blazed once. All of this comes to me to be absolved. It may be dissolved, but it does not disappear. It cannot. Nothing does. I must keep it all. It is a vast treasure house of memories, of senses, and it is safe with me. But how can I, just me, survive that? How could anyone bear the weight of that much life? It is the words. It is language. To be able to communicate, to share the burden. It is poetry that keeps me afloat in my own sea. You mean it? And this at last is the dawn? Such bewilderment comes with the sight of the room, I cannot tell. I have lost my only friend.
He gazes off into the distance, something clearly weighing on him. His eyes narrow for a few moments, and then he sighs.
Oh. Oh. Yes, my God, haven't I done enough? Drysdale. He was a phantom of delight when first he gleamed upon my sight. But we are quite forsaken. We were a duo. An acrobatic team rivaled by none on Earth. We were swift, smooth, and strong. I wish you could have seen him fly. To the vault of paved heaven. Our performances were legend. They came from many rooms away to watch us, to applaud us. And joy filled me as wine in a glass overflowed. Past tense, but the physical connection between him and me, it is like nothing I have ever known before or since. I no longer partake. Wine was something I shared only with him. Like so many other things, he does not need poetry like I do. When he talks, it is a breeze to my tempest. And to him, my tempest seems but a suggestion, a rumor of rain in another man's country. Until we didn't. Until he was too busy to perform. Too occupied with other things to tumble with me. The bond was broken. The bright cord severed. He abandoned me. And when he was finally ready again, I was unreachable. Locked in my own chillon. Trying to claw my way back to a friend who could not hear me. The wall between us has been impenetrable ever since. Yes, it's been years. As I said, traveler, a long and solitary bad mood. All moving things come to an end. A knotted willow. I miss him every day. Though you have been a rather dismissive and flippant creature, I find I am still charmed. I didn't know I could still feel that way. You're asking me to have faith. I would be hard-pressed to acquiesce if not for, well, I've tried everything else. Thank you, sincerely, for listening. It has been so long since anyone has stopped, has heard me.
Before you see them, you can feel them. An overwhelming air of cool, of rebellion and edge given form. Leather and metal and the best hair and eyebrows you've ever seen. This rogue is impossibly cool. And looking at you like you owe them money.
You got a problem, punk? Oh, damn, that was rude of me, wasn't it? The name's Bobby. Bobby Pin. And you might not have heard of me yet, but trust me, the name Bobby Pin's gonna be known all over the house real soon. How's this strike you? The Pin Crime Syndicate. Oh, wait, no. The Pin Criminal Empire. Not yet, but I will be, baby. I've been locked up in Hoop's bag for years, and I'm finally free! You know, the vacuum cleaner. I had a lot of time to think while I was in there, you know, about who I was gonna be when I got out. Getting bent all out of shape, it does something to a pin, you know? Makes you reevaluate your priorities in life. Makes you think long and hard about who you truly are. Oh yeah, I used to be pin straight, if you can believe it. Getting sucked up into Hoop's bag was a real revelation. I never really felt quite like myself before. Would have liked it better if I didn't have to be locked away for a while first, but I feel like for the first time in my life, who I am and who I've always been are one and the same, baby. Thanks. I mean, I know it, but it's real affirming to hear it from somebody else, too. I've been locked up, but I'm here now, baby. I'm ready to take what's mine. The real question at this point is just where to begin. Where do I situate my burgeoning criminal enterprise? After all, you know the first rule of business. Location, location, location. Some truths are universal, baby. Location is always going to impact your ability to make money. Tell you what, let's make a game out of this. I gotta scout some locations for Pin HQ. If you can find me, I'll let you be a small part of this little venture. What do you say? Rad! Welcome to the Pin family, baby. Just to make sure you don't miss this opportunity of a lifetime, I'm gonna give you a hint about where I'll be. I'm gonna be doing my dirty deeds in a place that gets you real clean. Ha! Catch me if you can, Normie! Ow.
An acrobat in bright orange evaluates you with a smirk. His hair is streaked with grey, and there's a twinkle in his eyes that tells you this guy is definitely going to keep you on your toes.
Well, hello there, new face. I may be quite excited to meet you. Yes. I have a voluptuous suspicion that may be the emotion I'm experiencing. Yes. But of course you are. How could you not be? Look at me, after all. Listen to the mellifluous murmur of my voice. Well, hardly a murmur. More like the euphonious booming of a cannon from a stone-turreted castle. Marble on all the floors, gold leaf, filigree wrought iron, and my God, the velvet. If I were a castle, I would be absolutely dipped in velvet. If that was intended as some passive-aggressive hint for me to lower my personal volume, allow me to adjust myself upward a notch or two. moving on. I do get distracted, don't I? Just so many wonderful things about me on which to expound. My form alone is a temple of wonders. Which part is your favorite?
He gestures to his muscled frame, inviting you to drink him in.
Which of my parts sings the most to you? For me, today anyway, it's my pectorals. They're glistening, enough almost to be felt through the fabric of my tunic. Perhaps this can be the first bridge between us. The first bits of woven lint eventually to form the sturdy, braided rope of our friendship. Do you, like me, enjoy celebrating at the altar of your own glorious form? Ha, indeed. I am an enthusiast for anything that challenges all sides of my glorious vessel. Jerub, I cannot even begin to tell you, but I am nothing if not inventive, fearless, indefatigable. Ha! Devilishly so. I haven't given up hope that I'll yet be able to craft a perfect metabolic masterpiece. Gasp! I've had a sudden flash that I should feel excited, but I am not sure why. Explain yourself, brain! Oh, no, wait, I figured it out. Oh, that's more points for me. Huzzah! Would you, my new lovely acquaintance, like to help me create the perfect challenge for my body and mind? Would you help me invent a tango for the triceps, a conga for the core, a quick step for the quadriceps? Awesome, yes, as incapable of inspiring awe, just like my obliques, yes? Yes. I know, I can lie down with Florence, grasp Titus by her intimidating epaulettes, and Russian twist her for 3 sets of 20! What do you think? Titus, the detergent! If you think I'm dramatic. What do you think? Oh dear, no. I don't think that's a good idea. Darling, where would I hang from? Dorian? Have you seen him? A slice a la mode. How could I ever focus on form with that form before me? Oh no, no more temptations. I must keep my movement pure. Ah, you are a cruel taskmaster. Lucky for you, I am exceptionally well mastered. Rigorous training is the only way forward, the only way to progress. Bring me the ecstasy of discipline, the sublime breath of skill. Oh, for the love of Lint, I sound like him. Washford, of course. He's almost monastic in his approach to physical work. I've never been in better shape. Call Washford for me. Yes, obviously. If it were genuinely far away, this would be so much less torturous. But as it is the stuff of pure drama. Sumptuous, don't you think? Just wait a moment. He should be here. It appears your pipes are not glorious enough to traverse the great distance that still persists between us. You'll have to use your feet. Not as glorious, slightly floppy really, but hopefully effective. Have at it!
It's a mite lonely in here still, but at least I get to slide around. Extremely. Sometimes I even let out a...
Dorian pauses, perhaps letting the import of the moment wash over him. You find yourself subconsciously leaning forward to hear what he has to say next.
wee.
Boo! Listen to that scream! You can't be a hardened criminal if you leave yourself wide open like that. Welcome, recruit, to the future location of the heart of the Pin Crime Syndicate.
Bobby gestures expansively to the laundry room.
Just look at all the opportunities here. Oh yeah, I like the sound of that, boss. So check it out. I call this one Sud Scam. You go out around the house, spilling stuff all over the place. You know, by accident. Wink, wink, wonk.
They wink at you 4 times in a row, huge and exaggerated, just to be sure you're both on the same page.
When they're like, oh man, what do I do? My clothes are ruined. You tell them you got just the person for them. And you send them to me. You wash their clothes. And while that's going on, I go through their pockets. Next thing you know, we're rolling in the dough. Yeah. I guess we aren't all mega-rich gangsters like myself walking around with fat sacks in our pockets. So maybe there is just one tiny flaw. All right. Let's see how this one strikes you. I call this one the old switcheroo. People bring us their laundry. We take that laundry and sell it online. Then we replace it with cheaper pieces that fell off the back of the truck. When they say, hey, that's not my clothes, we're like, yeah, it is. I look at you and I'm like, that's what you brought me, right? And you go, yeah, boss, that was it. And we just stare at the customer until they leave. How about it? Damn it, recruit. And you're right. The scam's gotta be self-sustaining. Otherwise, there ain't no point. Okay, so maybe that one wouldn't work. But there's gotta be something good here with stealing clothes. After all, that's where people keep their valuables.
A red-haired laundry hamper explodes into your midst, all rage and indignation. She points at Bobby with a trembling hand.
Stealing clothes?
Ah! What the hell?
I won't let you take anyone else! Never again, you hear me? Never again.
Calm down, you harebrained harpy. I'm just spitballing ideas here.
She points at you now.
Take your kidnapper friend and get out of here before I toss you out myself!
I'm going! Yeesh!
Bobby twists out of her reach, making their way to the door with you.
Damn! Bobby Pin can read a room, and I'm reading that the laundry room ain't the place for pin ink. All right then, newbie. Here's your hint for the next place you can find me. I'm a pin of business. A legitimate business pin. You got that? Pin out.
The gladiator who stands before you is at once intimidating and alluring. She glares at you like she means to run you through. She also emanates the refreshing scent of springtime breeze. It slightly undermines whatever murderous intent she may actually have. She is beautiful and terrifying, an Amazon in blue and pink. But even as she points her sword at your throat, all you can do is marvel at just how clean and sweetly scented it is.
Who dares disturb me? You? Ha! Name yourself! By all the pods in the firmament, I swear. If thou hast disturbed me for any reason less worthy than the red memory of battle, I shall leave you sopped, dirty. I shall leave you as you present. Meet me. You, civilian, you wanted to meet me. I am in the pitch of battle. My paths rampage, sacrificing themselves to be reborn yet again. And you have pulled me here because you wanted to meet me. I confess to you, civilian, I am in a state of indecision. I cannot decide if I hate you, or if I am impressed by your fortitude. Fortitude. Such bold abandon flaunts a newling's claim, for converse, strange at altar side untold. You are not hated, despite thy impish impertinence. Perhaps there is something about you. But now is not the time. My occupation, my profession calls me back. For passion's sake I fly. For passion's sake I am not pulled again. Come to me only when the hurly-burly is done, to win or loss. Come before, and even thy puckishness shall not save thee. When 'tis done, you will no longer have to ask.
There's a strange rapper standing in your bathroom where the toilet usually is. He's dressed in white and gold, but where his outfit is clean, the look he gives you is downright dirty. While you might be curious about this toilet man, it seems more than clear that curiosity doesn't go both ways. The toilet man springs into action, raising his hands to his mouth as he begins to beatbox.
Little crapper's the rapper, he knows how to go. Blamming and drumming.
Oh, Matt Middleman.
You black these pipes, he'll be ending your life when he slams your head into the bowl. Oh, on a toilet roll. Jean-Luc Pissoir, out of control. Over, under, never, blunder. Spitting more words than an ancient scroll. No. Holy Crap was Jean-Luc's old stage name. Now he is Lil Crapper. More secular, huh? Wider appeal, you know? Anyway, you know Lil Crapper. You love him. Everybody does. You come to hear his beats, huh? Or maybe you ate a pizza. You come to take a seat so you can deposit the food you eat, huh? He's like a bidet, only spitting the truth. Going down quicker than gin and vermouth. They call him a party mouse, letting the naughty out, but that's a way to appeal to the youth. It is not nice. It is the best. Because Lil Crapper is the best. You want to be like Lil Crapper? You want to meet him on his level? You want others to love you like they love him? Impossible! The ladies love nobody as much as him. The amount of ass he gets would make you weep. In fact, it is not just the lady asses. Lil Crapper accepts any ass. He is not picky. He accommodates. But some do not accommodate. These are the people he has no time for. Those who don't understand his syncopated singing, they do their business, they leave, he does not talk to them. You want to hang with Lil Crapper? You do as he does. Not just rap. You need to show him that you can crap. Oh, you misunderstand him. Crapping, short for cool rapping. Lil Crapper is always crapping. Now it's your turn. Show him you can crap.
Jean-Luc makes a dismissive gesture.
That is their problem. Lil Crapper, he is ahead of the curve. He is a wordsmith, eh? He is like Voltaire, French, and smarter than you. On a related note, Voltaire was my number 2 pick for my nom de plume. Not from Lil Crapper. Lil Crapper is not a teacher, he is a test. You study on your own time. You cannot keep up, you fail. But if you can match his rapping skill, then you will be able to woo anybody. If you have the skills to woo Lil Crapper, then any partner will be within your reach. In fact, if you can match Lil Crapper in a crap battle, then he will fall in love with you. Cease your flattery. Lil Crapper's art is immune to all forms of romance unless they are accompanied by a backing beat. So, what do you think? Do you have what it takes to face Jean-Luc? Correct! Jean-Luc is glad you understand this. The rapping, she comes from the heart, the deepest part of the system. Like that little rubber bit that comes undone sometimes and the water keeps running forever. You know the bit. You need to experience life before you can spit it out in alternating phonemes adhering to some sort of a rhyme structure. As you are, you have no chance to defeat Jean-Luc, let alone match his rapier wit. You want to clash talons with these 2 gallon stallions? Go! Live a life worth rapping about! Return to Lil Crapper when you are ready. Business or pleasure?
You see a pair of hands sticking through the air conditioning grate, and the barest suggestion of someone's eyes, but no more.
What do you think? I am relieved. Hello. I am Hector Valentino Ernesto Condicionado, at your service. Well, hello there. Ventilation, airflow, sometimes known colloquially as HVAC. Yes, I am. I'm so appreciative of your patience. I hope to be able to explain to you why I behaved the way that I did before. But first and foremost, please believe that it was not a commentary on you. Or perhaps it was, but only in the most positive way. You've become more important to me than I was prepared for, especially now. Face to face. It was too sweet a surprise, as it turns out, but I am better now. I am ready now. Tell me, how much do you think about now? Yes, I understand that our meeting in this way is so very new for both of us. I truly never expected to be able to speak to you this way, face to face. Great. I have accustomed myself to the seemingly unavoidable reality that you would always be human and I would just be this. But even as this, I have dreamed, and I would know. How much do you think about me? Ah, and do you? I have noticed. I so look forward to you coming home on those hot summer days. The look on your face when you feel the first blast of chilled air upon opening the door. Yes! And when it is cold outside and you walk in and you can slowly warm up and remove your coat, your hat, you can begin to get comfortable and relax into the evening ahead of you. I don't relax for myself. I can't. But for you, there is almost nothing I wouldn't do to help you relax. To watch the play of warm and cool across your skin. I'm ahead of myself. I never thought I would get to say this and to say it to you. Let me explain. You are the prime feature of my thoughts. Whatever power courses through me, I turn to your pleasure. Whatever warmth or coolness I possess, I direct in full to your comfort. I wanted to meet you here through the grates because I wanted you to hear my voice. I want you to hear the melodies and resonance I create through these ducts, and know that it is all and only another gift it honors me to offer you. I watch the play of air over your skin, and I feel deep joy that I have the air to give you. I adjust my own temperature and my intensity until I see the flush of contentment spread across your face. And then, I rest in contentment of my own. I never thought I'd be able to say this, and in a way you could truly understand. And now I have, my God. Now I have. Hot. No, I would say I'm set to more of a temperate zone right now. Ah, I see, hot. I think perhaps I've heard the word used this way. Do you mean you find this sexy? Of all the dreams I'd held of how this moment might have unfolded, that you would be attracted to me too was surely the most fantastical. Perhaps I might share more. As I share with you, I can feel more and more air moving through me, as though there is a storm brewing, a cyclone beginning. I have never felt it before, this build of energy. I wonder sometimes about how I knew it was you. What was the moment? What was the sensation that told me you were it? I can only ask this of myself, of course, but I realize that it was how I felt around you when you push my buttons, when you move my temperature setting up or down. I exist only in service to you. Everything about me only is because you will it, because you direct it. Do you understand this? Completely. You do understand. Can you also understand what that does to me? You telling me what to do, and I am powerless to do otherwise. Somehow it relaxes me. And to know that I'm giving you precisely the thing you want at that moment. Oh, it fulfills me. It makes me whole. As soon as I fulfill your command, your desire, I become the one with the power. You ask for chill, and I watch the goosebumps play over your skin as you pull the blanket up more closely under your chin. You ask for warmth, and I can almost feel you, basking as the tensions of the moments that came before just melt away. Sometimes I even take it upon myself to shift my temperature and my intensity all on my own. I know. It might not be strictly in my purview to do this, but sometimes I cannot resist playing your sensation just a bit. I am a craftsman, and you are my clay. I hope this is all right. Until now, I haven't had the courage necessary to even show my face. You love it. Does that mean you love? But no, I dare not ask, and do not answer, please. Let us enjoy where we are, here, now. Let me care for you. I need you. I need to care for you. It is the reason for my existence, you see. And now I have truly said too much, or I have said enough. Either way, I must ask a boon. Say nothing. Take this knowledge with you and promise me you'll ponder it, that you'll ponder me. Oh, I always feel I've said too much, probably because so often I say nothing. But I appreciate your generosity. I'll speak with you again soon, yes? Yes?
for the last time, I don't have games on my computer.
I can literally see a game right there on the desktop.
Well, that's for me, not you. I work hard. I deserve a little self-care. Mama needs to play a little arachnid old maid every now and then to soothe her nerves.
Hey, I got nerves that need soothing too.
From what? Pretending to run a criminal empire?
I'm not pretending. This is legitimate.
Sure, kid, sure. Oh, look, your friend is here.
Leave us alone. We got business to talk.
Sure, business.
Well, 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 look who made it. Welcome to the potential future home of the Pin family's crime paradise. Open your mind, baby. Criminal enterprises are way more than a guy in a trench coat selling you stuff in an alley. Any real mafioso's got an accountant and an office and a whatnot. Can't you see it now? Right there, on the desk, on a big shiny plate. Robert Bobby Pin. Legitimate business pin. What? But the point of that is so they don't have to ask questions. Am I a business pin? Yeah. Is that business legitimate? Also yes. It's real simple, baby. But all right. If the nameplate ain't selling you on the vision, check this. I call it funny money, honey. So we tell people I'm a finance pin. A scam HQ, the office, really sells people on the whole thing. I make a bunch of fake degrees and licenses and all that. They bring me the money. I take it. Then we tell them that I invested it, and it's totally making a bunch of money, and they just gotta be patient. Meanwhile, we get some more suckers, take their money, and give it to the old suckers. We just keep finding new suckers to keep the scam going. It can't fail. Yeah. I mean, a hardened gangster like me can handle a couple of years in jail, but I can't be endangering the rest of my crime thing. Besides, if I get locked up again, who's gonna take care of the rest of you yahoos? No, that won't do. Seems like the office just ain't gonna be the place for us. But hey, that's okay, baby. A gangster like me is flexible. So here's your hint for our next potential location. Darkness. Scary. Spiders. Pin out, baby!
Hey there! You're back! And you've proven yourself worthy! Even though I seemed ill with foreboding, you still returned! Which means you care. The experience, the adventure. Can't you see yourself? Breathing hard, brow furrowed, a great big smile on your face and a sweat of exertion and pressure and impending victory trickling down your back under your shirt. The experience of proving yourself against difficulty. It gives you a perspective, a self-esteem, a self-trust that you can't get any other. Don't you want that? We've got a lot to go over. This is a two-part quest. Most good quests have multiple parts, and this is the best quest, so obviously it has multiple parts. I'm officially inviting you to go with me on the first part, the quest of the secret sword. It will be incredibly dangerous. We will face almost certain death, and worst of all, we'll most likely be unable to avoid a certain very nasty pirate. Jacques. So you've met him then? He's a prince. He's tried to kill me a couple times. Ah, fond memories. He does have his charms, crude though they may be. The secret sword is actually hidden in the hold of Jacques' ship. I've already tried to obtain it a couple times, but as you can see, I've been unsuccessful. I haven't quite figured out why yet, as I'm so clearly the world's foremost obtainer of secret, sacred, even cursed antiquities and treasures. But in the process of attempting to obtain it, I've run into Jacques, and now he is sort of alerted to my desires and kinda, I don't know, he has a poorish opinion of me. I mean, yeah. Yes, sort of. I have executed some pretty fantastic feats of cat burglary and gymnastic daring in order to... Well, yeah, that's the long and short of it. I don't even object, necessarily. Thievery can be just as glorious as the other acts, especially if it's for a righteous cause, which this totally is. The problem is that he's in the way of my righteous cause, and he keeps trying to kill me, and he's just generally kind of a butt. You mean it? Of course you do. I doubt you even had a choice. Fabulous. Off we go! And here we are. Now listen.
Bo holds a finger up to her lips, lowering her voice.
We have to at least try to be very, very sneaky. Precisely.
Bo sets the scene for you with her hands, curling two fingers in the air like a pair of legs sneaking past.
The goal is to sneak into the ship, sneak past Jacques, who will probably be sitting on the deck staring out at his plastic ocean. Then we sneak... Yes, that's it! I love your enthusiasm! Going on a great quest with a great companion? Oh, it's the best! Oh, also, here, take this.
She holds out an extension cord to you. It's wound in a circle, just like the whip Bo carries.
I made it for you. I figured since we're going on the great quests, you're gonna need some kind of a weapon. And I figured that something that doubles as a tool would be useful. And also, I don't know you well enough to trust you with a projectile. So, extension cord whip it is! We're looking for the secret sword. I have to be truthful with you that I only have anecdotal evidence for what it looks like. I read in one source that it's massive and gold and has a great big tassel on the hilt. Then I read in another source that it's actually just a stick, a little piece of driftwood that washed around in some huge river for hundreds of years until it was worn small and straight and perfectly smooth. All of the times that I've tried to get this thing for myself, and I've only been in the hold once. It was there, but Jacques had some sort of tarp draped over it. I think it was a cocktail napkin. It had like a little neon pineapple on it. Oh, it all adds to the fun. I can tell you for absolute certain, though, we will know it when we see it. Whatever it looks like, it will be perfect and spectacular. Okay, in we go.
Jack draws his cocktail sword with a snarl.
Stop! Right there! You insolent, trespassing repeat offender! I draw my sword at you. I bite my thumb, and I express gaseous matter towards your possession.
Well, shit.
Calm? You dare open your tag-along mouth to tell me to be calm? If you even knew the number of times this scallywag has invaded my ocean, boarded my ship, and attempted to swipe my precious personal property right out from underneath me, you would not be mashing your teeth together to form the repugnant, repulsive, and ultimately unsatisfactory word of calm!
Yeah, you're angry. You're the fearsomest pirate of the 7 seas, and we should all bow and scrape to your terribleness. vote for. Let's face facts. You don't have 7 C's. You have 1. And it's not a C, it's a piece of molded plastic, and the paint is chipping. Yeah, but that's because I'm scrappy and crafty and cool. Jacques is delusional. There is a difference.
Delusional? Delusional? Well, have you drawn and quartered, you black-hearted pretender?
Oh yeah? By who? Your huge and loyal band of dust mites?
Why, you!
This is what I've been trying to tell you! There is no talking to this doofus. This is why I've just been trying to sneak past him and not deal with his nonsense.
And you have failed every single time. That should be some sort of clue for you about your ineptitude in the arts of subterfuge and knavery. You shall never have the sword.
Oh, I'll have it all right. If I have to hang your tiny butt from a miniature yard arm, I'll have it. You're right. We're never gonna get anywhere this way. But I don't know what else to do with him. Short of tying him up. Is that an option?
I feel compelled to warn both of you that whatever suggestion you make, be it reasonable or logic or even sure to succeed to bring glory to all parties, I will probably say no.
Oh, for God's sake.
You should be flattered I said anything. I'm under no moral obligation to volunteer information to interlopers.
I'm sure you know the sword is ancient. Nobody knows exactly when it was created or by whom. If I understand my research correctly, Jacques, it just showed up one day in your hold.
Since we are now discussing something about which I care, I will deign to answer you. That is correct. One day, I awoke to find the sword in my hold, gleaming and sparkling in the early morning ocean light.
The sword, ancient and glorious as it is also the only known key to defeating the fearsome Isolde.
Blow me down. You lie. You must lie. Why would you? I've already defeated you. There is no way you could win, either physically or by trickery, so you must be saying the truth. Or at least, your version of the truth. Isolde. The Isolde? She is a mighty and intrepid thief. She reigned over the house with unquestioned power years ago, until one day she just disappeared. Well, there were searches. I believe at one point even a quest to attempt to find her and bring her home, but all to no avail.
Yeah, there was a quest. It was me. But that's not what we're talking about right now. Jacques, the sword is the key. Without that sword, I cannot fight her. I cannot return her quarry to its rightful place. To be honest, without that sword, the greatest adventure of my existence ends right here, on the deck of your ship.
Follow me.
Jack doesn't even wait for your answer before pushing past you and Bo. He doesn't bother turning as you call after him.
Oh, don't you worry. We are not in any danger. Never were.
I can only pretend so many times that I do not hear your insolence, you jumped-up shoebox. And no, innocent.
Jack finally stops, turning to look at the two of you from over his shoulder. His expression is quite serious.
We're going to the hold.
Jacques leads you to a place deep within his ship, looking at you and Bo with a grave expression.
This is my inner sanctum. As you can imagine, nobody comes here. Mostly because without the magic of those glasses you're wearing, nobody could fit. With two hands reverently on its sanctified cover, I slowly, dramatically slide the silken fabric off of the altar. I present to you the secret sword.
He lifts the sword from its altar, his expression reverent and his touch careful.
Oh, great Betsy! That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Look at all the shimmering gems, and how slim and delicate it is. What?
Recognize what? The sword? You've seen it before?
You made it?
Jacques' face twists into a furious expression, his voice nearly cracking with the bubbling rage of your perceived insult.
You lie! You lie! This is a sacred and magical object that appeared here in my hold one day, and I will protect it with my life!
Damn right, Jacques. It is sacred and special. Whoa. I think Jacques is right. That's unexpected. I don't know that I'd call that progress. That would imply that we had a goal toward progress, which we don't. I don't think. He needs to agree to give me the sword for...
No, but give? You said borrow. You said nothing about give at all. This was always a loan, a temporary state of affairs. But fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, it is not just a simple matter of loaning you my single most precious possession. You see, I am going with you.
What?
You better believe it will. I desire adventure. Need it. Even more than I detest your cardboard company.
No the hell you're not! Over my dead boxes! No!
Then we'll all meet up when we've had a chance to prepare ourselves.
Sounds good to me. See you soon, Questers.
Yo.
You hear her before you see her. A charming musician with literal coils of curly hair that swing cutely as she paces back and forth in your kitchen. She's clearly absorbed in something. She appears to be talking to herself.
Ay, mira. Look at all these crumbs. I'm gonna be writing some great music soon. I'm at my most creative when I'm a little messy.
The musician starts with a cute little yelp, placing her hand on her chest.
Ay, you can't sneak up on me like that. You never know what's gonna pop out of these slots. You gotta be careful. I'm not even gonna get started on you as a writing partner. I know that, I don't know you at all or anything, but I am pretty sure you're not up to the challenge of writing with me. I have, really high standards.
She picks up her guitar, striking a glamorous pose.
I'm Miranda Dulce Tostadora, lead singer and guitarist of Miranda y las Migas. ¿Qué tal? We're the best musical group around here by a lot. All kinds. Pop, Gregorian chanting, barbershop, whatever we feel like. If that dial is on 7, then siete we go. Okay, I took a lot of hit from the Migas too when I suggested this, but that cheese is so relaxing. For real, if I can't sleep, too hot and bothered, put on a little chanting, let my eyes just drift around the paint on the ceiling, and vamos, I'm unconscious in 2 minutes. Just had a thought. Maybe I'll sing for you sometime. And you would be lucky too. I'm really good. Just stay on my good side. ¿Me entiendes? Oh, and obviously, if you need toast, I'm here. Okay, busy, sexy little tostadora with the gig coming up. Time to make the toast. Hasta luego.
A handsome stranger with a model-esque beauty stands just a few feet away from you, posing with a hand in his hair, as though he were in the middle of shooting a perfume. The moment he lays eyes on you, he lights up, drinking you in with a warm smile and warmer gaze.
Ciao, beautiful. What are you doing? Ah, but of course, I am admirable in so many ways. Tell me specifically, per favore, and then I might do the same for you. You have excellent taste. You are a fresh pasta, a plump, juicy tomato, sweet and salty. Tell me, one object of desire to another. Ah, but first, I must introduce myself. The music of courtship has its cadence, after all. I am the one and only Cabrizio. Amore. Piacere di conoscerti. Ai, degno di nota. What a beautiful effort you're making to speak the language of a new friend. Now that we are introduced, we must get to know each other, eh? Let us begin with a simple question. Un aperitivo. Do you, and so much is contained within your answer, have a favorite flower? Ah, tessero bellissimo. Of course you do. A vibrant heart must have a love of nature. Picture it. I will try to guess what it is. I see. Amore, what a rich and colorful mind you have. It is a pleasure to me to be inside your eyes, seeing all your nooks and your crannies. Ah, do you ever, amore? And exquisite crannies they are. And somewhere buried in one of them, like a golden treasure waiting to be found, is this flower in your mind. I see red. No, not red. Oh, amore, how specific you are. I do see red. And also I see orange, the color of sunset. I see blue, the color of the ocean at night, or the sadness at the bottom of your eyes. I see yellow and pink, the colors of the wings of the lefate, glimmering in the early morning light. Amore, so powerful is your mind, sending this vision to me. I can even smell this flower. It's a little spicy. It's earthy and yet light. Smell is such a powerful sense, amore. It is the sense that goes most directly to our memories and our hearts. What a gift you give me, amore, with this aroma. You are thinking your most favorite flower is Uccello di Paradiso, the bird of paradise. I know nothing, amore. I know only what you show me, and I am at your mercy. Thank you for the gift of your favorite flower.
I just looked up at that flower list. It's actually very nice.
Amore, we have just begun. Hot, you say? We are only a gentle simmer. Our flavors will only deepen with time. I feel I should tell you also, it may look as though I have something of a hard exterior. I have heard before, though not from lovers, that I can sometimes appear closed. But let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I am open. I take great pleasure in being so, open to the world, to experience. I am open to you, amore. Will you grant me another gift? Will you share with me more about yourself? What do you love? What makes you cry? What inspires your passion? I love the big questions. I love the small questions. It is the finding out about each other, sharing your hearts that brings the spice and sweetness to life. Might I suggest that we savor these questions over dinner? Then we have a date. Bellissimo. La buona fortuna smiles on me today. I'll be counting the minutes. I will await your pleasure, amore. Ciao to you for this moment, mia stella nuova. Where you go now, take with you the passion of Fabrizio.
Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh. Oh! No. Well, just not yet. When Franklin least made me, it was in a sort of a mad, passionate rush of scientific fervor. There were unintended consequences, like realization, which is a good thing. Definitely a good thing, pretty much. But one of the issues with realizing an object is that each of us can only leave once our own little purposes are complete. Some of us here still have things to do before we go. I call it unfurnished business.
Oh, brother, this Daryl stinks!
Thank you very much. It's trademarked. Each of us can't become a human if we have unfurnished business. Reasons we need to appear in this house. None of the others know why exactly this is, or what it might be that we need to do. Oh, but I'll always tell you when I see it, and forbid you from realizing that individual. As for me, well, I have the most unfurnished business out of anyone. I have to be here to help everyone else get realized, so I gotta go last. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but if you want me realized, you have to get everyone else realized too. You got it. Keep realizing everyone you see, and eventually my unfurnished business will become furnished. Finished.
The attic is dark and cold. That's to be expected. What you don't expect, however, is that Bobby has company before you get here. Then again, it might be more accurate to say that Bobby's company has them.
Listen here, you little worm. You think you can just slither into my attic and start helping yourself to my real estate?
No,
No, mistress.
No, mistress.
No, you spineless, pathetic little pin. Nothing happens in this attic without my say-so. You understand? You will not be playing pretend gangster in here without my express permission, you sniveling, lowly little maggot.
The safe casts her steely gaze towards you. You could swear the room has gotten 10 degrees colder.
Another uninvited guest. Why don't you go explain to them that you will not be conducting your business here?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, Pin. Don't disturb me again, or I'll have to punish the both of you. And it won't be the fun sort of punishment.
In the middle distance, a confused sound comes from a new, muddied object.
What now?
Nobody you need to worry about, my angel of accounting. No one of worth or consequence.
Oh, I see.
Bobby lowers their voice, doing their best to appear entirely unbothered by the conversation you just witnessed. They try to strike a casual pose, leaning one arm against the wall, but they accidentally hit a spiderweb and shriek.
Goddamn!
They look back towards Sophia and lower their voice again.
Welcome to the attic.
potential future site of the Pin criminal empire. I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, it's cold, yeah, and it's dark and scary, which is, like, great for striking fear in the hearts of enemies. But Bobby Pin runs a warm and welcoming criminal empire. I don't know if this place is really great for the vibes I was hoping to cultivate. But just to be sure, let's see how this scam strikes you. I call this one Scared Broke. So check it out. You bring our potential suckers up here to the attic. They think they're gonna have a meeting with me, the big boss. We keep them waiting a while, a good 20 minutes or something, and you keep reassuring them I'm coming. I sneak up on them, scare the shit out of them. They drop all their money and valuables, as one does when scared shitless. We pick it all up and get rich. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Damn, I never thought about that. Guess that's not gonna work, is it?
Bobby looks around the room, as though desperately trying to source some inspiration from somewhere. They fold their arms over their body, trying to keep warm while still trying to look effortlessly cool. The result is less than convincing.
Well, look. Maybe this time you come up with a scheme for us. Huh, recruit? This place is cramping your style, right? I knew it. No, this place just doesn't have what it takes to host the Pin Gang. I wanted to give it a fair chance, but my time is too valuable to waste. You know?
From behind the two of you, the specter of a ghostly woman materializes, placing a cold, transparent hand on Bobby's shoulder.
Hello, friend!
Ah! Bobby takes off running, without a second look back. They call over their shoulder after you as they flee.
You can find me where the magic happens, baby! A den of sin and rest in equal measure!
Aww. I just wanted to say hi.
Come back soon, okay?
See you later.
My dear, dear little wretch, you are late. Pathetic. I hope you're aware, if you'd already filled out all the necessary paperwork, I'd punish you for that transgression. I'd punish you severely. God, must you prattle on so incessantly? Listening to your pitiful yammering is like nails on a chalkboard. Do us both a favor and keep your grating, unintelligible blatherings to the barest of my delicate ears deserve only the best. Don't you agree? Not to interrupt, but quick check-in. That wasn't too harsh, was it? The whole unintelligible blatherings angle? Definitely let me know if I'm being too harsh. Like, I absolutely want to treat you like you're worthless garbage that completely repulses me. That's basically how I feel anyways. But I want it to be hot, not sad, you know? Enough flirting. We have business to attend to. First, I will need you to consent to my complete and total authority. You will surrender yourself to me, making you compliant, dependent, and subjugated to my will and my will alone. Do you consent, wretch? Very good, my little wretch. It appears that you can follow orders well. At least when you put your mind to it. That will suit you very well in your new position. And if you keep doing as I say, perhaps there are some other new positions we can try with you.
Gold.
But first, your mistress has another demand. As you now have responsibilities to me, I too have responsibilities to you. And above all else, it is my responsibility to ensure your emotional and physical safety. For in order to be fully subservient to my needs, you must feel fully secure. That said, in order to ensure the safety of my compliant little wretch, it's necessary for you and I to have a safe word. This is of utmost importance, especially since I am, after all, a safe.
I get it.
Usually I would choose our safe word, but since you've been doing such a good job today, and because I'm feeling particularly generous, perhaps I'll let you pick. Do you have one in mind?
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. Oh, I love that. That's such a sensual, safe word. Did my little wretch come up with that all by themselves? Interesting. I see. Maybe there's more to this pathetic little wretch than meets the eye. Of course, we'll have to put you through the paces to discover how depraved you really are. Would my little wretch like that? Good. Compliant and subservient. You're off to a promising start. But before we truly begin, I have one last issue that's been bothering me. Between you and me, I've become incredibly bored with most of my other, let's call them relationships. They've become routine and uninspired. They're stale. And this displeases me. It's all right. Lucky for me, you came along at just the right time. It affords us an opportunity to experiment with something new. I think, perhaps, to ensure you reach your full potential, we shake off the oppressive shackles of our everyday humdrum reality. Do you understand? Your devotion and enthusiasm towards complete subjugation is utterly intoxicating. But no, let me try again. I'm thinking in our relationship, we allow ourselves the freedom to expand beyond the limited confines of our stale, everyday identities and roles. Do you understand now? Very good, wretch. Yes, the more I think on it, the more I think this is definitely what I've been so desperately craving. And how lucky I am to have acquired such a pliable, subservient plaything to help me quench my thirst. All we need now is the appropriate canvas to paint our desire upon. If you beg for it, I'll let you choose. Show me, wretch. Show me how well you can beg. So utterly pathetic. I really shouldn't reward you for debasing yourself so pitifully. However, I do so love the sound of begging. And because you did a satisfactory job, I've decided to grant your request. So, wretch, out of these 3 tantalizing scenarios, which do you think your mistress would enjoy the most? Chef and prep cook, Santa and elf, and finally, IRS auditor and small business owner. I should have expected that. A rather pedestrian choice, but perhaps we may find something therein that I still find amusing. Now, I've seen more than enough of your pathetic visage for today. Be back here same time tomorrow and be ready to serve my every need. Do you understand? Very good, wretch. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
all right, my intrepid teammate. Let's do this! I suppose it's time to tell you. We have completed the first part, the quest of the secret sword. But the second part, that's the one that hits closest to home. Isolde the chest is my rival. The part of boxes that are used to conceal, confiscate, and wrongfully withhold. I guess you could say she's my evil twin. Well, if she's my twin, then yeah. But I tend to think uprightness lends a certain glow. Isolde has been keeping something underneath this house. Something I must bring out to light. It is my destiny. Are you kidding? I'm psyched! This is gonna be great! Are you ready? Oh, he's coming. I think he was polishing his belt buckle. Something about can't go swashbuckling with a tarnished buckle. I don't know.
Oh, aren't we all here? Gathered in the gloom before the hurricane should sweep down on our unsuspected heads.
Hello, Jacques. So glad you could make it. Was definitely not secretly hoping that you would trip and fall and break at least one appendage, thus rendering you unable to show for our little rendezvous.
Your concern for your shipmate is touching. More fool you. There's nothing that would have kept me from being here. Oh, and nothing would have kept you from needing me. If I hadn't shown up, no sword. No sword, no skullduggery beneath the floorboards. I hope it gnaws at your maggoty guts that as much as you hate me, you're actually glad to see me here.
So I am. I do have a little surprise for you, though. Oh, trust me. This is gonna be worth it.
Ha! Flap your sails all you want. We both know that I could still end you.
Jacques, and of course our great houseologist, I introduce to you our fourth teammate. Meet Gaia, our resident globe, and an individual almost as well-traveled and storied as myself.
Yosh, definitely well-traveled. That's me. Don't ask me nothing. Don't tell nobody. I'm on a mission.
Why? Why? Give me a reason. It better be a good one, or I swear by the fingers I still have left, I will find a plank for you to walk. Why would you bring her?
I like her. She's fun and positive and upbeat and curious and adventurous and just, well, she's swell, really is what it is.
I have noticed all of those things. I hate all of those things. Gods, do you have any idea how much deep personal work I had to do to make myself spend this much time with you, Bo? And Gaia? Oh, she's even worse than you. She's like you, but more.
Buddy, I'm standing next to you.
Can you not understand the torture? The cruelty you inflict on me? Why?
She's fun.
Yes.
Being around fun is painful and aggravating for you.
Yes.
Aw, thank you.
Gaia gestures to you to come closer.
Human, a word? Right this way, out of earshot of those loudmouths.
Gaia keeps her voice low, glancing sideways at Jacques and Bo, arguing some distance away.
The real reason I invited myself was because I know how much these two can yap. And as a globe can spin fast or slow like, I can help this yarn along a lot faster. If you like, I can do a nice little summary of this here adventure. Or you could watch the lighthearted caper unfold in real time. Oh, I don't know. 30 minutes?
And here we are. Welcome to the crawl space.
Wow, didn't know all this was down here.
Abso-freaking-lutely! According to my research, Isolde is holding her quarry about 2 clicks to the east of us.
Clicks? What in the name of Poseidon is a click? Dolphin's click, is that what you mean? Or are you perhaps trying to pretend like you're some super secret special operator who knows what the hell a click is and, more offensively, uses it in conversation?
Good lord. Fine, Jacques. What would you prefer me to say? What would make more sense for the average run-of-the-mill Joe, if that's how you want me to think of you?
Just say leagues! Leagues and fathoms! At least then we normal nautical types can understand what the hell you're talking about.
I'm going to kill you.
Get a load of these two.
In any event, we're going that way.
Ugh, I see you've gone for the most boring possible method of self-expression. That way.
And we're walking, and we're not killing anyone because certain people hold the sword we need. Jacques, you brought the sword, right?
Of course I did. I have it very well concealed in my greatcoat, in order to avoid having it, say, lost or stolen by an unscrupulous and quick-fingered teammate.
Who shall remain nameless?
Oh no, I'll name her. It's you! You are who I'm talking about!
As your teammates argue, you can see a dark shadow scuttling past just ahead of you.
Whoa. Weird. What is that?
There are more roaches here than you've ever seen in your life, all gathered together and glaring at you like you've just insulted their mothers.
What in the name of hell are these loathsome things? I've never seen anything like this on a ship.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, they're everywhere. Why? I hate roaches. Jacques, I hate them. Why couldn't it just be rats?
Huh. Almost looks like they're forming lines? Ranks? Like a little brown marching band.
My God. You're right, Gaia. They're actually in formation.
With their antennae rustling and their horrible little scratchy legs twitching. Oh, dear Betsy, I'm gonna be sick. Organized?
Ah, I'm tough. Bugs don't bother me.
You're telling fibs, aren't you?
Of course, if we had my ship, well, we could just sail right over the top of them. We could plow through them like so much seaweed, so much battle detritus, so much swell and deep blue heave.
Oh, God, please don't say heave.
Then it will be battle! Battle to the death!
Sounds a little much. It's just bugs. It is a lot of bugs, though, so if someone's gonna die, it's probably us. Oh, you've got it!
Just take it out and show it to them. Just like that. Unwind Le Peak from its careful protective wrapping and blazon it before this fearsome army.
Le Peak?
But of course! Every great sword in history has had a great name, and this one is no exception. Since it was mine, or at least entrusted to the sole care of my offices, I took it upon myself to name it. And I chose a Le Peak. Reverently, I draw the rapid blade from its scabbard. Carefully, I unwind the bindings, slowly, inch by silken...
You casting a spell there?
It's true.
One final turn of the silk, and here she is, La Peak.
The roaches scatter before the power of Le Peak. Like, well, roaches scattering at the flip of a light switch.
They're moving out of the way. They're actually clearing a path for us. Oh, God, and we still have to get kind of close to them. Jacques, you go first. You go first, and you keep them back. You keep them, like, way over there and not near me, okay?
I shall go first. And I shall bear this great sword ahead of me, like the beacon of intention and glory that I always knew it was. And nobody else knew, but I always knew, because I am Jacques
Well, well, well.
The stranger standing before you looks entirely too familiar.
Whoa. Whoa! Who is... Doesn't she kind of look like...
Look what the Blatodia dragged in.
Whoa.
I'm Isolde.
Shut up!
Ha! A first-rate zinger. I guess we can call off any battle now, right? I mean, with missiles like Shut Up being hurled. Woo!
Call it off? No! No! Absolutely not! Battle! Battle! Or I'll hold my breath!
Friends, this is Isolde Chest. She's my menacing alter ego, and I must defeat her.
Defeat her? Why? Just because she's the shadow version of you?
Yes! And no.
Theoretically, I'm very intrigued. Engaging with your own shadow? Very, very interesting stuff. Just wondering where we're gonna land on the whole you kinda lied to us and tricked us and almost got us killed by an army of cockroaches thing.
Enough jaw-wagging. Let's cut through the packing tape and get down to business.
Glad you're so ready to divulge your secrets and be brought to justice.
Ha! I'll tell you proudly what I've done. The true treasure I have stolen and kept for myself. Who knows? It might even fetch a fine price on the open market once I'm done congratulating myself for the theft. I, thieftress extraordinaire, have wrangled and waylaid an actual goddess.
What?
Oh no. Oh yeah. A full-fledged, empowered, glorious, immortal being right here in my safe and wretched little manacles.
Her name. Tell me her name.
Ah, but Gaia, dear Earth, you already know. I have captured Rongo my Wenwa.
No! Oh, great crates. Rongo my Wenwa? She's been here this whole time?
How could you? She's the animating force of the Earth itself. She's precious. She's sacred.
Yeah, well, she's mine. And there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it.
You have to help us. What should we do?
With a doff of her hat,
Don't mind if I do.
psychologists will marvel for generations at the exogenous personal ballet that ensued. A single element of personality, magnified into being, battles its own source and unwitting creator for a precious treasure that either would prize. For each move of one, the other has a perfect counter. For each counter, a perfect feint. For each feint, the parry ready loaded.
This is starting to hurt my eyes.
Who can win if they know each other so well? It could go on forever. Rongo my Wenwa might never be freed.
Anything. Tell me. Are you sure? I mean, isn't that cheating? I thought you said I had to do it. Mean, but fair. Fine. Rescuing the goddess is more important than my pride. The box goes into the bin.
It is the work of a moment for you to lift Isolde, rendering her helpless, and begin pulling her towards the recycle bin.
Wait! Empty it. Get Rongo my Wenwa out first.
You pry from Isolde's crushing grip a single startling purple geode. It pulses in your hand as you lay it gently down on the dust floor and finish taking the beaten shadow to her new and permanent digs in the trash.
Sweet. Got something for me? Excellent. Been a pretty boring day up top. All I got was a turkey jerky wrapper. Let's go, sweet cheeks.
Damn you all. Damn you all!
Her wailing condemnation fades into the distance, and you slowly join the rest of your battle-wearied crew at the side of the gem.
Ahem! I did it!
Okay, your sword helped, but we worked together.
If it weren't for the sword, we'd be swarmed by roaches. Is that what you want, Miss Package?
Sigh.
Where's Rongo my Wenwa?
Is she okay?
My child, I have always been fine.
Goddess. Rongo my Wenwa. What do I call you?
My name alone will suffice. My name is Rongomai Whenua.
Oh! We've been mispronouncing you the whole time.
My name is Bo. I've been dreaming about meeting you for so long, I can't even tell you. You're my greatest adventure.
Hello, child.
I am Jacques. I'm the holder of Le Peak.
Ah, yes. A bottle. Made of silicate. One of my other forms.
Yeah, that too.
And here I see a representation of my planetoid form. A beautiful gift.
Are you gonna eat me?
No, child. It is time I leave this contraption and seek out a new place to be beheld. Thank you all. Thank you for all that you have done. I shall return with gratitude to the world above and to the light. Though, human, I must ask. Please pick me up and put me on a shelf. Even goddesses like myself have limits. Let the magic flourish again!
You expected some manner of dazzling beauty when you focused your gaze on the beautiful geode in your office, but you couldn't have imagined this goddess. Her crystalline eyes upon you stop you in your tracks. The planes of her sculpted face glitter so beautifully, you're almost tempted to touch her. But the aura of power that radiates from her stops your hand.
You are new. Yes. New, not old. This is what new means. I've heard stories of the master of this household from Aaron, another green young shoot convinced of their own immortality, even as the wildfires rage closer and closer. No, mortals always think this way. I am a geode here in your home, but I am so much more. I am the earth that nurtures you. I am the elements that imperil you. I am all that was and all that will be. The first and the last. The beginning and the end. No. I have wondered when you might make your presence known to me. I hear of your comings and goings from the others in this place. Your antics are most amusing to me. Very good. I have things to tend to now. Important things far beyond your kin. You may go now.
It's me, Tinfoil Hat. Are you there? I'm still receiving data from the Dateviators. Why haven't you brought Skylar to life and destroyed them? I realize all the objects are flirty and super hot, but as long as the Dateviators exist, David will be hunting, and you don't have a chance. He has a whole island just to practice hunting people. There's definitely no people hunting going on here, island. Thinks he's so clever, but I'm on to him. You can't realize her? Oh dear. This must be unfurnished business. Undoubtedly from too many reanimation gluons in the plasmonic nanogenerator. Oh, I was afraid of this. My calculations showed it was a possibility, but I didn't realize it was unavoidable. All right, change of plans. If unfurnished business is inevitable, then you'll need to bring every object to life before you can realize Skylar and destroy the Dateviators. Any questions? I'm so sorry, it'll have to wait. I'm illegally piggybacking off of my neighbor Howard's Wi-Fi. He's only 11, but he's got a black belt, and he's a real big realize all the objects, so you can destroy the Dateviators.
Bo seems delighted to see you after your exhilarating adventure below your own house.
Hey there! I'm really glad to see you again. I wasn't sure how you'd be feeling after everything that happened down in the crawl space. Very glad to hear it. I was really hoping you'd come back. You what now? I mean, I get it. I'm very cool, and this outfit is doing me a lot of well-deserved favors, but really? Well. I can't say I haven't thought about you that way. When you go through the kinds of experiences that we've gone through, I think it's a natural consequence. I guess I was just trying to keep it professional, you know? While we were actively questing. Because you kept it professional and nice, and got me through my latest adventure, that means more to me than anything. In fact, I think I already know what my next adventure is gonna be. An ancient custom from many cultures. Let's reenact the process.
Wow! I've not felt quite this elevated since... My God! Since I can remember! What a jape! What a rip-roaring ramble through daring, danger, death, and great deeds! Have you seen? Have you noticed? Shield your eyes if you must. I'm mobile!
A mass of cockroaches dressed as pirates and armed with cocktail swords materialize from seemingly nowhere, brandishing their weapons at you.
Indeed! My new friends here are exceedingly well disciplined. All I need to do is issue the command and they muster en masse beneath my bottle and then we're off. You know, since we returned from our great expedition, I've been to the kitchen, the bathroom, and the foot of the stairs. I'm unstoppable! I'm a force! And when we do stop to drink rum and swap wild tales of our exploits, I find I quite enjoy their humor. I believe that as a species, they may have gotten a somewhat undeservedly poor reputation. They're quite funny. Oh, yes, quite. But they're funny. And after all, couldn't the same things be said about me? But enough of this tomfoolery. What brings you back to the foot of the ocean's own overthrow? See, you're still a waster of time. I'll bring you high to me when you could be bringing me adventure, or captives, or even a piece of jewelry, or a fascinating chicken who crossed your path, or a dagger. But no, you bring me high. I've decided that I do not hate you. I doubt we shall ever be close bosom companions, but I will not kill you. I may occasionally try to kill you, truth be told, but that is my nature. And in your case, I do not necessarily mean it as anything personal. As closely as I could approximate the concept of friendship, to be truthful, the word sticks in my throat like an overripe date. Ask nothing of me, and don't push your luck with smiling or waving or trying to pat me on the shoulder or anything. But I do not hate you, and I will not kill you. Congratulations. There are very few beings on my list of do not hate, will not kill. And now, I'm off. Myself and my army, off to the horizon and beyond, in search of good violence and glory.
As soon as you chance upon Bobby's newest location, you find Betty already speaking with them.
Bobby, is that you?
You know me?
Little Bobby Pin. Look at you now. You've changed so much.
Well, yeah. I'm not a little pin anymore, you know?
No, you certainly aren't. You've really come into your own, haven't you?
Why do you have to say it like that? I'm a grown pin! And beyond that, I'm a goddamn gangster!
Oh, you certainly are. Look at you.
She pinches Bobby's cheek, which really seems to upset them.
Hey! Stop that!
Your family has been worried sick about you, you know. You should stop into the bathroom and see them before you go.
I will! Wait. You know my family?
Of course I do. They come through here all the time, you know, talking about their sweet Bobby. I knew you when you were just a little thing. One pin among many. Even then, you were special.
Gangsters don't have feelings. But if I did, I'd be real touched.
Bobby's gaze falls upon you.
All right, that's enough reminiscing. I got business to run.
I'll just bet you do. Take care, sweetheart.
Yeah. You too.
Bobby sits at the edge of the bed, looking unusually thoughtful. They pat the spot next to them, inviting you to take a seat.
There you are, rookie. Have a seat. Yeah, I'm all right. Just weird being back here so close to where I grew up. You know, I haven't been back to see my family since I got sucked up by Hoove. I will. I just haven't gotten up the courage yet. That's real nice of you to offer, but I gotta do it on my own. It's not about, like, who I am. You know what I mean? My family's always been real accepting. I think they knew I was meant for more than being another one of the crowd in there. That's the problem, too. They're so accepting. If I come home and I haven't made shit of myself, they're all gonna pat me on the back and ruffle my hair. They're gonna say, "Oh, our sweet baby Bobby, our angel. You're perfect just the way you are." Yeah, it is. It feels like failing. I spend all this time away from my family. If I come home and I haven't made anything of myself, I don't know. As sweet as they are, it just kind of hurts worse, you know? It'd be easier if they were nightmares. If they just yelled at me and let me be angry. Knowing they'd be happy no matter what I do. I don't know. Am I making any sense here? You do? Exactly. You know, when people are mean, you can harden yourself. Be the villain they make you. But when they're soft and sweet... Damn, man. Just feels like your mind kind of fills in the gaps between their words. I want my family to be proud of me. Not just cool with me. So I gotta be a little hard on myself. Otherwise, I won't have no kind of pressure on myself at all. And then I'll just do nothing. I thought I already knew, but maybe I never had a damn clue.
Bobby stands, dusting their hands off. From what, you're not sure, but they seem to think it makes them look cool.
All right, rookie. That's enough wasting time talking about feelings. I got one more place to check out. I think it's a real winner. You can find all kind of extreme temperatures there. Hot, cold, and all kinds of work happens there. See you there.
You, elf, come here. Ho, ho, ho. Mistress? I have no idea who this mistress is that you're referring to. My name is Santa Claus, which you, seeing as you are an elf, are obviously quite aware. So stop these absurd shenanigans immediately. We've got an enormous amount of work to do. Dress yourself. And the clock is ticking. Very good, elf. Now, as you are well aware, it's Blissmas Eve. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're in crisis mode here at the workshop. Unfortunately, our head chef, Tinselface, served some spoiled reindeer stew, and it's rendered our entire workforce incapacitated with horrific food poisoning. Whatever you do, stay away from the bathrooms. Now there's no one who can help finish preparations for Blissmas Eve. No one except you. I'm going to be completely honest, elf. You were not my first choice. There's a reason I didn't have you on the production line at all this year. You're sloppy, lazy, and generally incompetent. In fact, you're one of the worst elves who's ever worked for this organization. Just a total embarrassment to the entire North Pole. If there was anyone else who could save Blissmas, I would call them. But there's not. It's up to you. Do you understand? Good. All right. First, let's take a look at your workstation. Dear God, this is where you work? This is a sty. Moldy gingerbread houses, half-eaten candy canes. I've never seen such a nasty, unkempt, unprofessional workspace. You are beyond disgusting, and you should be deeply ashamed of yourself. Tell me how ashamed you are, elf, or you're fired. Such a pathetic and insincere response. It's painfully clear you're not taking me or this position seriously. And you're insulting every hard-working elf that does. You must be punished for this insolence. Here, take this old, gross, half-eaten candy cane and lick it until there's nothing left. Enough backtalk. Lick the candy cane. Lick it, elf! Very good, elf. You may be pathetically incompetent as an employee, but watching you lick that candy cane pleases Santa greatly. It's awakening an overwhelming hunger Santa hasn't felt in many Blissmases. A deep, powerful burning. Like a fire flickering across Santa's dewy skin and... Great ghost of Blissmas present! Is that really the time? We're even further behind schedule than I feared. Quickly, elf! I need you to finish building the wooden toys immediately. You like toys, don't you, elf? I knew you would. Now quickly, grab your hammer and nails and get to work. That's it, elf. Nail that wood. Nail that hard, hard wood, you pathetic, worthless elf. Harder! Yes! Just like that! Ah! Yes! Looks like I may have underestimated you, elf. No, thank you, elf. Santa is very, very pleased with you. But enough chit-chat. There's still much we need to do before delivery. Now take the wooden toys over to the gift wrap station. They need to be properly wrapped before they can be distributed. Quickly! Now wrap the presents using this silk ribbon. Tie them up tight. Real tight. I want them tied so tightly that they're losing circulation. Do you get me, elf? That's it, elf. Tie them up real tight. Do you feel that, elf? Do you feel how tight those ribbons are? I imagine anything tied that tight would be completely immobile, trapped, and utterly helpless. Can you imagine that, elf? Yeah, probably, I guess. I'm not a sailor. All right, enough gift wrapping. Now let me check the time and... You did it, elf. You successfully fabricated and wrapped all the gifts with seconds to spare. Honestly, I didn't think it would be possible. But despite your myriad inadequacies, you actually managed to save Bliss. I think that deserves a reward. Don't you? Let's not ruin the surprise. Here, come take a seat on Santa's lap to receive your reward. But first, I need to consult with my list to determine whether you've been naughty or nice. According to the list, you've been very naughty this year. I wasn't aware of that, but honestly, I'm not particularly surprised. Unfortunately, that means there's only going to be one thing stuffed inside your stocking. A lump of coal. It's what you deserve. And scene. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? Very good, wretch. It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. See you next time. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
Hello, Susie Young.
Yeah! What's up? I'm Textbox-chan.
A stranger that appears to be cuteness personified jump kicks into your view. Striking a pose so adorable makes you just a little dizzy.
Yep. Gee, those date feeders really can transform anything. Wait, we should use it on the sun! Think that would work? Oh, that's okay. It'll happen someday. Wink, maybe DLC or something. Even though UI is on the surface, the ideas being conveyed are anything but. Look, I know you've been staring at me this whole time, which is the point. But remember, my advice is to listen to what I have to say, not just admire my pretty colors. Yay! How are your dates going, by the way? I hope I've been helpful so far. You're super welcome! Just know that you can count on me in your romantic quests. Now, I'll leave you to it. Come talk to me again after you've awakened 16 dateables. And just put on those specs and tap that phantom word box you've never questioned before. Well, then come back later. I can't have you see all my content in one go. A UI still has to leave something to the imagination. TTYL! Boing, boing. at 14 dateables? The harem continues to grow! Oh! Survey time! How would you rate your text box user interface design? Great! Your response has been recorded. Anyway, with all the new peeps you've been meeting, your listening and reading skills must be off the charts. So be honest with me. Are you the type of person to skip text and dialogue?
Only if it's tests I've already seen.
Yes, I know you do. I get an alert every time you click next, and they're pretty spaced out. I really appreciate a person like you. All right, your turn. To ask me a question, duh. It's not fair that I just ask you questions all the time, right? So, ask away. Oh, that's easy. The way my parser works is dependent on the name of each character followed by 2 colons. If there's a typo anywhere, I won't be able to connect to all the great art, and things get all messed up, like this. It's okay. We even have parsers for the parsers. So hopefully we found every single one. Chatting time is over. Come back after you've awakened 41 dateables! Oh, well then come back later. Give me a chance to take a breather. I'm not used to actually speaking from the heart, and not through the others. TTYL!
You have returned. Well, choose your destiny. Hurry! You're already 10 minutes late. Come in quick and get to your station. And wear this. Are you the new prep cook Carlo recommended? Ugh! It's just part of the scene. We're doing a roleplay scenario, remember? Just play along. You're talking too much and prepping too little, prep cook. You're already late and now our customers are getting impatient. Impatience means review bombing online, and review bombing is the first step to certain bankrupt. Don't make me regret hiring you. You disgust me. Now stop your pathetic groveling and get to work. Because of your laziness and incompetence, we are already severely behind. The customers didn't even get their appetizers yet. Here. Get to work kneading this dough, if you can even manage to do that right. Knead it real deep and hard. Do you understand me? Maybe I didn't make myself clear, worm. In my kitchen, I am the Alpha and the Omega. You exist to serve me unquestioningly and without hesitation. And at all times, you shall address your superior as yes, chef, and yes, chef alone. Do you think you can get that through your thick skull? Better. Not great, but serviceable. Maybe we can mold you into an adequate prep cook yet. Now knead that dough. Knead it really deep. Harder, prep cook. I want to see the beads of sweat glistening on your anxious brow. Very good, prep cook. Apparently you can follow orders when properly motivated. All right, enough with the bread. I need you to move on to preparing the main course. The turkey. Here. Take this stuffing and push it deep inside the cavity. As deep as you can possibly go. Can my little prep cook manage that painfully simple task? Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work! That's it, my little prep cook. Take that stuffing and shove it deep inside that turkey. So deep. Fill that turkey up with those steamy, moist breadcrumbs. Shove them as deep as you possibly can. Now quickly, slide the bread and turkey inside the oven. But first, make sure the oven gets super hot. We need to make sure the food gets thoroughly cooked, after all. How hot is the oven, prep cook? Now that is a very, very hot oven indeed. Good work, prep cook. Maybe you're not entirely a pitiful, worthless drag on this business after all. By the way, while you were toiling away on your pathetic excuse for dinner, I was busy creating one of my world-famous desserts. They're exquisite and delectable works of art, as I'm sure you're aware. Now, normally, I wouldn't allow someone as insufferable as yourself this honor, and especially not on their first day. But since you took orders competently and proved yourself a serviceable addition to my team, I decided I want to give you a reward. Your reward is to lick my spoon. Lick it clean, and tell me how thick and sweet my cake batter tastes. I know, isn't it? All right, that's enough. Now go clean the dishes. They're incredibly dirty, and frankly, so are you. I need you to scrub them of all their filth. Do you understand me? Scrub the filthy dishes like the pathetic, worthless worm you are. And scene. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
For once, Bobby isn't in the middle of a conversation or cheerily posturing when you find them. They look lost in thought.
You made it. Welcome to the future site of the Pin Crime Family HQ. You could tell, huh? Guess there's no point in keeping it in any longer. I've been all over this damn house. I had so many ideas for schemes. But what's the point? This is a house, not some bustling metropolis full of suckers. We all have the same shit. We all share the same space. You can't share space with your suckers. That shit is awkward as hell. You know, I spent all my time locked up thinking about all the ways I was gonna make money. All the ways I was gonna make my family see I wasn't just little Bobby Pin anymore. I was gonna be somebody. Now that I'm here, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do with myself.
Bobby follows your gaze to the door where you keep your iron.
You're on! Watch the master at work, rookie.
Bobby sets to work at the lock, closing their eyes and holding one hand before their back.
Wait, actually, I can do you one better.
They contort themselves into all sorts of knots, closing their eyes and twisting themselves into the keyhole without the use of their hands at all. It's a sight so bizarre you wonder if perhaps you ought to have taken off the deviators. A bobby pin fitting into a keyhole would have been far less disturbing to witness.
What's all this then?
What are you, the fuzz?
I'm the door.
Well, buzz off and open already. I'm trying to show off my world-class lockpicking skills to my associate here.
I suppose you're harmless. If you want to see the wizard, go right ahead.
How'd you like that shit, huh? Ha! I told you.
Wow! Now that's what I call showmanship.
Ah! How many times am I gonna get startled in this damn house?
My apologies, friend. I meant no harm. I only wanted to commend you for the commensurate showmanship you showed there. I mean, those twists and feats of dexterity. Audiences love a thrill like that.
They do?
Of course they do. Trust me, I would know. Audiences love me. I was in there the entire time, wondering to myself, can they overcome my lock? An iron like me can't be locked behind just any sort of lock,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and even though I have no problem retaining an audience's attention myself, none whatsoever, why, just imagine the sorts of heights we could reach with you as a part of my act.
Wait, really? You mean I could be part of your magic show?
Most certainly. Just imagine it. You and I pulling off daring escapes. Me, the world-famous magician. You, my bright-eyed young assistant, pulling in the younger crowd.
I could be famous. I could really be somebody. Hell yeah, I'll be part of your act.
Splendid!
I just gotta wind up some business first, if you don't mind giving me a minute.
Naturally. I'll be here when you're all ready.
I can't believe what just happened. I wasn't expecting all this. The Pin Gang? Well, look, maybe it's better we don't work together. After all, it'd make the huge crush I have on you kind of awkward. Power dynamics and all that, The Pin Crime family has standards, ethics. I'd have to submit all this paperwork to HR, da-da-da-da-da. What a pain in the ass. You're telling me you couldn't tell? You never felt that crazy electricity between the two of us? I was trying to stay cool, but I was gonna blow at some point. Better we don't have all that baggage in our way now. Of course it's not just you. This shit was mutual, baby. Anyone could see it. Can you imagine our suckers trying to let us scam them? Meanwhile, we're making eyes at each other the whole time? Disgusting. Oh, you like being watched? Interesting. I'll have to remember that. But in the meantime, I guess I got some rehearsing to do for my new gig. You wanna come with? I can get you a backstage pass. Hell yeah!
Bobby offers you their arm, and as you walk forward together, you're struck by just how good it feels to be partners, ready to support Bobby in their exciting new venture, and receive their support in turn. As you watch Bobby perform, you're deeply proud to call them your beloved. When they turn to smile at you in the crowd, they make you feel as if you're the only one in the room.
Damn pin got me cracked open like an old puzzle box. So now I suppose I have to give a whole monologue about how much different I feel. How much I've changed and grown as a doer. Nah. You here to see the magic show? Here to have a laugh? Typical.
Hey, it's you. What's up?
The great Bobini! Our training awaits.
Ah, beans. Bonnie, I changed my name. I'm Bobby Sticky Fingers now.
What?
I gotta scram for a bit. This ironing board guy, he's a lot.
Poof! Yeah. Do not be alarmed. Afraid, perhaps, for the greatest mystery yet awaits. You have ventured onto the path less traveled. A path where no thing is sure, where the unknown is the only certainty. You, unfortunate soul, have stumbled into my fearsome presence. It is I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible. Ha ha ha! Forgive me. I too easily forget the terrifying effect my astounding illusions can have on mere mortals. Calm yourself! Sigh. Gaze into my eyes. Find the strength inside, and comfort will follow. Do as I command! Now, do you feel the tendrils of my psyche entwining with yours? I can only assume you are familiar with my dastardly visage from the countless broadsheets and pamphlets strewn about proclaiming my sinister genius. I, Ronaldini, stand before you. You may quake, should you choose. Ah! Or perhaps I should make you quake. Sigh, another sycophant come to kneel before the great and terrible, I, Ronaldini. He who tamed the Sultan's treacherous tigers and hedonistic harem in the same legendary night. How far he has fallen. This is your home? So you are a property owner of great repute. It's just that I'm so used to performing in the salons of the wealthy, in steamship staterooms crossing the vast unknowable depths of Leviathan. Even one time on a Baroness's haunted ski lift. I'm accustomed to exposing my long and mighty, great and terrible powers to the finery of society's creme de la creme. Well, that is true. The inky vacuum of my proclivities may be too much for a mere mortal to handle. You have no fear? I can take that strength away with a wave of my hand. Why can it not be both? Of course you are. I'm terribly interesting. I could force you to do my bidding. I could stare into your eyes, snap my fingers, and your inhibitions would vanish, your free will gone, bent to serve me. I shall give you no further warning. Once you fall under my sway, I will not easily relinquish you. This opportunity will not present itself again. That I'm condescending to speak to you at all is, in itself, a miracle. Farewell.
Yeah, we're gonna call the stream here, but we'll pick this up again tomorrow. But if you want to check me later, I'll still be playing more Dynasty Warriors Origins, so look forward to that. Anyway, so that's if you stay with us by, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, subscribe. Anyway, so as I was Mistydolphin, signing off for now. Thank you, good night.